That's when I told Josh Nelson, you listen here, but no, I'm just kidding.
That's
Hi,
right.
everybody. Welcome to ASScast episode number 9.
Yay.
Yes, we made it. I don't know if we'll make it to 10. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we've done 9 of these. I missed a lot.
This is the 9th.
No, you haven't.
The last one I was on 4.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Actually, no, it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Actually, I'm wrong. I'm a liar.
I've been on more than
she thinks.
I've been on most of them, just not recently.
Yes, and we are now frequently on your device every Thursday at this time, whether they want us to or not. I don't care.
Who's they?
I don't know, man.
Oh, all right.
Who are
Hey.
we?
Yeah, let's talk about the guy who has never been on before.
What? No, that Stoop's been here. Oh, you meant Yumper, the man from the Sadistic
right.
Penguin Studios and the other half of Yumper and Svo. How are you today, Yumper?
Very good. Thank you for having me. Very excited about this. I watched the Zoe show last week and it was hilarious.
Yeah, we had some fun with Zo. Yeah, we've had a few guests on now, so this is getting more of a guest heavier show, so it'll be a little bit more fun every week having somebody get terrorized by us. So, and I told everybody that the goal is to try to make you pee yourself from laughing. So,
oh wow,
that's what we got going.
Is it to feed Stoop? Is that so Stoop can have his sustenance for the week?
To be clear, Sam did not stipulate that it had to be from laughing. He just said the goal was to make you pee yourself.
That's true. You can scare him.
Right, but does that mean he's trying to give you your sustenance for the week so that we all piss our pants?
If he feels like saving it in a container, I'll come around.
Like a
See,
piss stick?
It's funny you say that though, Jordan, because I was thinking about how, because I'm having some bevies here, I was like, oh, I'm going to need to go to the bathroom sometime during this, but I'm not going to say I need to go pee. I was going to say that I needed to go get stupid drink.
Well, Brian, your pants can be off now. That was fast.
Somebody put his finger in warm water. Thank you, Baloney. The penguin leader. Oh my god. You fucking guys with that shit.
Oh, Captain, my captain.
The march of the leader of the march of the
wouldn't be
penguin.
uncomfortable on the show, and if it means calling you the penguin, leader, so be it.
Guys, I hang out with Swall every week. I don't think I can get uncomfortable.
Oh, oops!
That's true. We'll get there though. We'll try really hard. So this week I catered some topics to a little bit of Yumper's personality. I know he loves basketball and he loves movies and he likes wrestling. So those are the 3 topics that we're going to do. So what we're going to start with was build your 3-on-3 basketball team out of only White Sox Twitter people. So it's you, and then you got to pick 2 other people on your team.
Cool.
Are we playing like 3 other people from White Sox Twitter, or like who are we up against here?
Whoever you want it to be.
Like,
Right, do we have to pick our 2 and then the other 3 people we're going against, or are we going against?
No, that's too many people.
That's a lot of people.
I was gonna say, maybe just go up against somebody.
That's like building your starting 5 and a 6th man. I didn't think that far ahead.
No, yeah. I just want to make sure I'm answering the question correctly.
You just say you're entering a tournament and you just need 2 people from White Sox Twitter on your team. You're playing strangers who are very good at basketball.
We're very good at basketball.
And the goal is to win.
They're amateurs. No. I mean, it's who you want on a 3-on-3 team.
Because not me if we're trying to win.
Damn, you're staying stupid. Now you're not one of my picks. But
okay. I just need somebody tall.
Yeah.
well, if we want to pick, I'll pick first because I'm going to someone else tall. Ass's own Jack Wheel O'Neal. Jack, because I played him in 1-on-1 in the basement of my apartment building that has a shitty basketball court, and he whooped my ass because he's like, I don't know, 1.5 feet taller than me. And you know who I think would be a sneaky good basketball player?
Mhm.
I don't know. Let's go with Jackie. I feel like I could
right.
have some fun with Jackie and Jack and the triple J's.
Yeah, all J's.
Yeah, that's solid.
You could be called the hard J's.
J. Jonah Jameson.
If this, yeah, never mind.
Stop it.
I'm not going there yet. We'll get there
I
later.
don't know if you're good at basketball at all, but you're probably better than me because you actually played.
Both. I would wager that both Jack and Jackie are better picks than I for basketball.
Jackie, it's okay. You know what? You're still probably better than me.
All right.
That's true.
You know what? You're still probably.
I'll go next then. If so, I thought about having two kind of like polar opposites in regards to what they provide on the court. So my first pick would be my Suck Summer.
Oh my god!
Need a big man on the court. And then my next pick would actually be Johnny, Southside Bum. And I say that because he's quite the opposite of my Suck Summer. But I presume he's very fast.
Nimble.
And probably gets slips by everybody quite easily because he can just, But those are my two.
That's kind of what my idea was too. Is you need someone tall and then like I'm the middle and then someone shorter than me.
Exactly.
Instead of just like all people the same size, that would make sense. But I was in my head, I was like, I need a shorter person and a taller person.
Right. Exactly.
So I have two teams.
Oh.
So
Okay.
one of them is like just a team that I know I can just laugh my ass off on the court because we're probably gonna get demolished and it'll be hilarious watching us play. And one of those picks is my Sock Summer on that team because if you haven't seen my Sock Summer catch a football or throw a football, he's the most unathletic tall man I've ever seen in my entire life. Love the guy, can't catch for shit. So it'll be hilarious watching him try to catch play basketball. And then on that team, I have head bum in charge, HBI3,
Oh my gosh.
who's been going to the gym and wants to hit J's. And I'm pretty sure there'll be air balls, but it will be hilarious of him trying to do the white chocolate of Long King Polly scene.
He's for sure. He's for sure.
Let it rain!
He's for sure the guy at the YMCA that just stands in the corner and chucks up threes. For 100%.
There's that gif of like that guy just pulling him off the rack and just
Yeah.
exactly like that.
Yeah. And then if I really was trying to compete, I would have Beef Loaf because he plays constantly. And I actually would have Shane Spagnola because he's really intense. So
Yeah, I see that for
I'll
sure.
be setting screens all day.
Now,
All right.
Steve, I kind of had the same thought here.
That's why it's funny, Steve. He'll pass the ball by Sock Summer and he'll drop it.
I mean, again, if we're trying to be competitive, I probably shouldn't be touching the ball. But I block a shot, I guess. So
There you go.
So I just went with like concept over execution here. I'm gonna go with it'll be me, Brian, and CPG, and we're gonna be horrible, but we're very big and hairy. Just three big hairy motherfuckers. If nothing else, you'll be intimidated. And maybe we do kind of like a Red Rover brick wall kind of defense. And I mean, you can't, good luck getting past the three of us.
You guys are pretty tall too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the tallest squad for sure.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh, right.
We could be called
Skins team.
we could be called the Bears.
We're Chicago's the Bears.
Chicago's the Bears.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
Yeah, I mean we're not calling fouls in this scenario.
Yeah, no, it's street ball.
Until you die, I guess. I don't know.
So you die.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So I had Beef Loaf on my list too because I
Yeah.
know he plays basketball a lot. And then I was like doing the thing like Roxy is like, all right, I need somebody short, so I picked Buzz from On Tap Sports.
Oh yeah.
I bet Buzz is scrappy and can ball pretty well.
And he like knows ball too.
Right. I
So
was like, he's got to know something what he's doing.
answer. Yeah, for sure.
And then I had the other inverse was Johnny from the Bums. See him? Size. And then the guy, I don't know his real name. I know him as Lanky and Cranky. He's in Iowa, and his handle's at 1 7-footer. And he always talks about how he's like super tall, and everybody always points out how tall he is. And I'm like, I want that guy.
That man is 4'9".
I was gonna say, what if he's actually not? You have like
That is fine. I'll
Well,
still.
he's 7. He's probably 7 feet tall with a micro penis.
Yeah. I still want that on my team.
Sam, I would love if you just drafted him and then you meet him up at the ballpark and he's like fucking 2 feet tall.
Then he's got good confidence. And
He's 2 feet tall, but the 7 foot is actually in reference to his massive hog.
Computer blue.
That's the girth, by the way. That's not the.
Oh wow.
Darling. Oh, Jeff the Giant is a good pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like I don't know if he'd be a good pick, but he'd be a nice guy that I'd want on my team. Willie.
Oh, Willie?
Really?
Yeah.
Willie's an athlete.
Yeah.
He used to ball.
Yeah.
I could see that. He would
King
just like out
blouses.
nice the competition. He would compliment them so
Totally
much.
nice.
Willie's defense is hugs.
His defense is finally asking for the ball, and they just like they're overwhelmed with the niceness that they're like, okay.
He would just Who do you guys think would be the most likely to flop?
My sock summer.
Yeah.
I think HBIC.
No, he's gonna be one of those people that
I
calls
feel
fouls
like
for
either
everything.
one of those guys hitting the deck that's like a long timeout.
HPIC is the guy who just calls foul and everything. Like you breathe on the wrong.
Yeah.
Foul. 2 shots.
Tina says Beef would be a flopper. I don't think so.
It's a really
Oh,
funny
yeah,
sounding
Jason's
sentence.
Yeah, Jason's definitely flopping.
I for sure think Jason would flop.
Oh god. I just want to see some of these people try to play it like a 3-on-3 tournament just to see what they
Me.
do.
Yeah, man.
I've been
Set it
stirring
up.
the
We'll do it
pot.
for charity, And what's great is that I've devised a system where I'm absolutely out in the first round, and then I can just hang out.
This is Jackie would be a good pick for this, yeah.
Yeah, Jackie, you're my designated flopper. You're my James Harden.
Complain about how everything's stupid.
I've been trying to get the bums to go against Beef and Chirizi. 2-on-2.
Okay.
Unheard. Oh man. My guy's getting roasted.
He set himself up for this accidentally.
Baloney roasted his own fucking guy when we picked Johnny, and he was
That's
like,
true. It's true.
Am I supposed to feel bad for Baloney? Pick a lane, kid.
Be upset or don't be upset.
Figure it out.
Figure it out.
Oh boy. Yeah, basketball. What a fun sport that would be to watch these people hurt their hamstrings.
Herbert Jared.
Oh, God, Brian. Jackie, you're not the flopper.
Yeah, that's what I thought Jordan was saying.
Yeah, it's fine. we were talking about floppy beef.
Oh my god, Jackie, I love you.
Oh, that was a good one.
Jackie,
Very, very widely applicable.
Jackie, you're my
I have a lot of mass appeal with this show.
Hey. It's just a stat, don't worry. All right, so the next thing we're going to move into is I asked everybody to pick a moment in sports history and make a movie about it. So have the plot of it, who your top 3 build actors would be, just like the 3 big name actors. You don't really have to necessarily say what they're going to do in the movie. And who's your director?
I'm going last.
That's fine.
I was hoping to go last, so I'm going second to last.
I can go.
Go ahead, Yump.
Nice.
All right. So my moment is going to be based off the baseball hit by Carlos Martinez bouncing off Jose Canseco's head. So my cast is going to be Dwayne Johnson playing a different role as a steroid guy in Jose Canseco. And then I want to have Seth Rogen and Paul Rudd as 2 fans with Judd Apatow as the director. I want to have the whole movie based around them traveling through time because that seems to be a big thing right now in movies to try to prevent that moment, and they keep failing.
Paul
I like
and Seth Rogen. That's a good duo. To
Oh
have.
man, did anyone see the new Indiana Jones?
I'll see it to Saturday. I haven't
Yeah,
seen it yet.
Yumper and Spo are having like a.
Just fucking brace yourself for that CGI face, man.
I saw The
Holy
Irishman.
shit.
It wasn't that great. So,
Dude, I can't believe they committed as much time of the as a large of percentage of the movie as they did to that. Woo! Get ready to watch a good 40 minutes of LA Noir graphics.
oh man,
The video game? Oh fuck!
Yeah. Oh,
great game. For us.
yeah.
Great
Mhm.
game.
Yeah.
really good game.
And I also think that I've reached the point in my life where I'm good on World War II content.
Really?
Just
And
There's always room for World War II.
it took this Indiana Jones movie for me to realize that. I think I've finally reached the saturation point with the fucking Nazis and the just all of that.
There's too many of them in real life. I don't need to see them on film.
I think we've covered what happened, man. I'm sorry. I don't let me derail the segment, Sam.
I'm over World War II, damn it.
I think I'm over it, man.
This is my platform. Oh gosh. Well, Stoop wants to go last. Roxy second last. So Jordan, do you have anything, or would you want me to go first?
No, I'll go. This is an animated version. This is an animated movie. It's called. It's based on the Butt Fumble, and it stars Kevin James as the center that Mark Sanchez runs into. Michael Cera as the ball, and and Mark Sanchez as himself. And it's Mark Sanchez trying to find meaning in life after the butt fumble, and it's the ball and the center. It's basically I'm trying to think of the. Have you ever seen My Dinner with Andre? It's My Dinner with Andre, except with Mark Sanchez and a football. And it's an animated movie, but directed by Ron Jeremy.
Oh my god.
Directed by Ron.
So there's some sexual undertones.
So is he gonna do it from jail?
Yeah. I mean, it is an animated film. You'd think
It's an animated film.
Oh,
show him on a laptop. It looks like this.
Alternatively, if we can't get Ron Jeremy, I don't know.
Wait, Jordan, who's the two? Because My Dinner with Andre is two people having dinner. Who's having dinner in this scenario?
It's three people having dinner. It's Mark Sanchez, the football, and the center that he runs into, and they're essentially having like a group therapy session over dinner after the butt fumble.
And that's great. The football is Michael Cera, and who are the other two people?
Mark Sanchez as himself.
Sure.
And the center, Kevin James.
Yeah, I'm in. Yeah, sign me up.
Yeah.
It'll be great. That'll be great. It'll be cheap to shoot too.
Yeah. Well, it's an animated movie, so.
Oh, well then it won't be cheap unless never mind.
You know what? Actually, you know what? Live action, but it's actually Michael Cera just like painted brown and dressed as a football.
Oh, fuck.
We're gonna put him in brown face.
No. Don't do that.
Oh my goodness.
It's just a football costume. He's just like an inflatable.
Yeah, no, I swear, guys, he's a football.
Just don't take the football.
Actually, that's where Ron Jeremy directing comes in. He's like, you know what, Michael, you have to be completely naked for this role.
You are the football.
Become the football.
They have to carry you around.
The pig skin is your skin.
Well, Ron Jeremy.
Yeah, that's
definitely
why
be
I
a
said
sweatshirt.
never mind.
Yeah.
CPG. That's
Well, it's not like we can shoot any of these movies right now anyway.
That's true. Hey, I'm not on strike. I can shoot these shitty movies all
You
day.
play the role of football?
Yeah, sure. I'm small. No, I'm not.
You're medium, right? After the basketball thing, you're in the middle.
I'm medium.
Okay. I actually would like to go now. I've thought about it a little bit.
Perfect. Go ahead.
So mine is going to be a movie about the double doink.
Okay.
And it's going to be essentially kind of like a rom-com style, like a really shitty early 2000s rom-com. And Cody Parkey is going to be played by Adam Sandler. And it's essentially going to be him missing the kick, obviously, and then like the whole time is going to be like him missing the kick, and then in this example, as if a bunch of time went on, and then he misses the second fucking kick again. But he's trying to kick to impress the girl, and in this case, I figured nobody would be better than Jennifer Coolidge.
Okay.
Because she's just like obviously in the roles, I wouldn't say in general, but like not very bright. It would just be perfect for like completely overlooking the fact that he's just terrible. And then I was trying to think of like a third actor. I think what could be kind of funny is having him kind of having like a mentor that's like kind of like how Happy Gilmore did.
Yeah.
So I was thinking of having it's going to be either Fred Willard or Eugene Levy in there.
Both fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah. But here's where I kind of want there to be a little spin, even though it's a rom-com. I want it to be directed by Wes Anderson.
Oh my
Hell
goodness!
yeah.
Because I want it
sure.
to be very, very visually fucking appealing.
Sure.
So that would be mine.
And Lord knows Soldier Field ain't.
Yeah. So that would, yeah.
Well, I mean, that did happen, right? He had doinks during the season.
Yeah, and then the
So
playoff game was where he had the two.
Right, but you're not like fabricating anything to put like space in between one kick and the next kick, because that did happen. Fuck, was he bad?
Oh my god!
Fuck, was he bad?
If only the Bears had like a all-time great Hall of Fame kicker in their organization.
Stupid fucking game.
We get the Yumper soundboard now.
Attaboy.
All right, I'll go. So Stu can be last as he wishes. I picked Super Bowl 52, but specifically when Tom Brady like drops the pass, and then obviously the Eagles go on to win the game. So the story is also part of the lead up to the game. Nick Foles and Doug Peterson are intensely planning for the game, and Tom Brady is off tanning his taint, eating seaweed, and meditating, thinking he has like the game in hand. He's gonna beat him easy, and then it's just like into the game. That happens, and then they go show the Eagles winning, and Nick Foles goes up to Tom, and it says, "Thank you for literally dropping the ball. We couldn't have done it without you." And then it fades out with Tom Brady steaming as he walks in the locker room, and then like a Marvel post-credit scenes, it says Tom Brady will return.
Are they playing themselves?
No, I have John Heater playing Nick Foles.
Okay.
That works.
That's awesome.
And then I have Tom Hanks as Doug Peterson, and then Chris Pine as Tom Brady.
Tom Hanks is Doug Peterson.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then it's directed by Ben Affleck.
Okay.
All right. Well, Swole's gonna definitely go see that. Just 'cause you said that part.
I thought, who can make this really weird?
John Heater looks so fucking much like Nick Foles. It is.
I know.
Like, perfect.
I'm sure he sounds like him too.
Wait, did you go?
Yeah, I went with the Jose Canseco.
That's right. Yeah. So I'm gonna need help probably with the actors when we get there, but I want you to think of a dove with a hard life in a shitty studio apartment. Wakes up first thing, pours a big glass of some liquor or something. Clearly, has demons, and over the course of the movie, you come to find out more about this dove. This dove has kind of fallen from grace, and just drugs and alcohol kind of ruined his family, right? And he's got a young daughter, a grade school age daughter, that he is fighting to try to get to see more, but his separated or ex-wife doesn't want him around the kids because he's he's kind of a drunk, delinquent piece of shit. And so the movie is about him struggling with addiction and getting his life back together. And he finally gets the opportunity to go and pick his daughter, they're doves again. So he's going to pick up his dove daughter from Dove grade school. And
oh no.
And he's because over the course of the movie he's proven himself to his wife, right? And he's proven that he's finally gotten his life together. He's finally gotten his shit together. He's finally gotten his act together. And so here he is finally driving to go pick up his Dove daughter from Dove school. But there's some kind of a massive accident in the road, so he has to take a detour. And he happens to take a detour right through a baseball field, and it's lights fucking out because Randy Johnson kills him with a fastball.
Is it like that? Is it like that one movie with Robert Pattinson? Remember Me, where the end of the movie is him in the World Trade Center on 9/11.
Yeah, it's a thoroughly.
Gonna end exactly like how the fucking Sopranos does. Just gonna
it's gonna go black.
It's a thoroughly depressing movie. There's no redemption. There's no. I mean, things just go from bad to worst for this dove.
That was like the most detailed story I've heard. I would totally see that movie.
That's it. It just everything sucks in this movie. It just sucks the whole time, and it doesn't get better.
Super, you okay?
And then the dove dies.
How can I make this about my life?
I thought to voice the dove, you could either Pedro Pascal, who's like the dramatic actor right now, or I thought my buddy suggested Bob Odenkirk, who is a comedic actor, but he has the capability of going there, Yeah. So I liked that. As far as who plays Randy Johnson, because there could be like a B story. You're following Randy Johnson along his progress, and these two characters have no idea that they're going to come to interact in this way. But it's going to be directed by Darren Aronofsky.
Nice.
Because it's fucking just horrible and depressing. Yeah.
I feel like a B plot starring Randy Johnson wouldn't work because you want it to seem like a completely normal movie, and then he gets hit with a fucking baseball.
Yeah.
You see Randy Johnson in the last 3 minutes of the movie, and you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
That was
and the dove daughter is left standing outside the school and has no idea, and it's fucking terrible.
Who's the dove mom?
Can Randy Johnson be played by Sam Elliott, or just somebody that already has a really fucking awesome mustache?
I mean, for all I care, Randy Johnson could be played by Randy Johnson. It's not that important. Or, they could do the horrible, horrible Harrison Ford CGI face on Randy Johnson to make Randy Johnson 30 years younger.
Okay.
Oh boy, was that not ready.
You're great. Remember, Sam, you know how at the end of the drafty pods, they ask you to pick, obviously, because that's the point. We should start doing that where one of these
Yeah,
ask people to
I started doing that with last week when we did the triathlon thing.
Sweet.
So I'm gonna
Do that
pick
for this
one of
one.
these.
Even though
Yeah.
Stoops.
But
I
you know,
have to watch it back to remember everything.
in brainstorming for
Stoops
this
down.
question, I discovered why it is that like so many of the great comedians and writers end up writing just shit that's not funny, just shit that's like horribly depressing, because this is like the hardest I've ever laughed like in a room by myself is while I was thinking of this.
All I'm thinking of it ends like the wrestler.
Yeah.
Takes a black.
Well, and it's the wrestler's director. It's
Yeah, exactly. That's why I said it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's perfect. The reference that I went that led me to Darren Aronofsky is Requiem for a Dream, because that was also pretty terrible and depressing and doesn't get better.
The Whale was pretty fucking depressing too.
Yeah, the Whale was super depressing.
I haven't seen it.
Requiem for a Dream has a good soundtrack though.
Yes, it does. And Jared Leto's like not in jail or anything. He ought to be by now.
He should be.
I mean,
he should be for his performance in Morbius at the very least.
At the very least.
Isn't he like a cult leader?
It's Morbid time.
He is all kinds of things, man.
I didn't realize he's 51 years old.
No one realized that because he's probably like drinking baby blood.
Because he's probably an actual fucking vampire.
Yeah, he may be an actual fucking vampire.
I just know that when COVID happened, he like was in the desert doing probably sacrificing somebody.
Stuff, yeah.
Yeah, and he came back. He's like, "What's going on?" They're like, "Oh, we're in COVID." He's like, "Oh, I did not know. I was in the desert for 6 months."
I had no idea who he was when 30 Seconds to Mars dropped, and I was in 8th grade. And that I mean, that album is just so phenomenal, and it's so weird that it came out of that guy.
Another guy that I could see being a serial killer, and I just would not even fucking question it, and this isn't going to be surprising, but Aaron Rodgers. Like, when he was in the dark, apparently, for like those 4 fucking days or whatever, he was like either killing somebody or had already done it and was like, this was too much for me.
He was sacrificing like babies to Satan or something, probably. And not because he was a Packer, but because he's fucking insane.
Yeah.
Stu, we have a question for
Also,
you.
I mean, you are what you eat or whatever.
Wow.
You know.
But would it come out orange, technically?
I don't know how that works. I've never drank blood.
I feel like we had to drink enough blood.
You haven't specifically drank baby blood.
Stu, have you seen the movie The Little Things?
I did. It was bad.
But you see how Jared Leto acts in that movie?
Yeah.
That's how I think he acts in like real life.
Probably
like,
is. They were like, "Oh, hey, we need just somebody to throw this movie together. Jared, you want to just be yourself?
Yeah, basically.
Just be normal.
You're gonna be under arrest, and you're gonna think you're not, gonna get arrested, but just don't worry about it. It's a movie." And he's just like, "Cool. So I killed this girl."
Yeah, he's like he's like, to be honest, he's probably the best part of the movie because he's such a weird fucking weirdo.
Well, that's how I felt about Matthew McConaughey when I was watching him in True Detective. I don't know if you guys have seen that one. Obviously,
the first season's really good.
Yeah, the very first season was really good. That's the only one that we watched. But like, I was like, I could just see Matthew McConaughey just being like this in like normal life. But
for sure.
Hollywood, they're fucking weird.
They all are. They're all weird.
That was a good segment.
Not us though. We're not weird.
No,
we're fucking normal shit.
We just talk about piss every podcast. They're probably actually doing it.
Yeah.
Pissing, pissing.
And and Brian, we're not a sports show. Leave me alone. I don't want this good news.
What's the name of the blog, Sam?
I don't know.
Oh.
I've lost track of everything.
All right.
Oh, there's sports in it. You fuck. Speaking of, let's move on to the final topic that we have outside of our regular topics. And this one was to build your wrestling persona. Now I know Yump and Roxy and Jordan are pretty big wrestling fans. I'm sure if they've done this in the past, if they've wanted to do something like that. Stu, did you ever watch wrestling or
Not
keep
even
up
a
with this?
little. Nope, not at
Okay,
all.
so you're like me.
It makes me cringe out of my skin.
More than Jared Leto?
Well,
Correct.
I guess more than Jared Leto, because like Jared Leto has made things that I enjoy, and wrestling hasn't. So, yeah, I'll save.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, like these are the lukewarmest takes on pro wrestling that I have, and I'm gonna keep the rest inside of me.
Oh, I don't care. You can go off on it.
Yeah,
but
you
I'm,
can do it.
I'm not like.
It's not.
Yeah.
No, I came here for you to fucking go off on things.
No, I just think it's dumb. That's all.
Hey, Stoop, don't be a pussy. Share the fucking opinion.
I just think it's dumb, and I think that it's there. I don't know. I don't get it's. You know what? I've come around. I used to think, maybe 10 years ago when I was younger and full of piss and anger, that I just, because I didn't know at the time, I didn't know any like intelligent folks such as yourselves who enjoyed wrestling, and I just thought there was basically a 1-to-1 correlation that like if you're an adult who's still like really passionately into pro wrestling, that you're just a fucking idiot. Because
that's still true for me.
What the fuck is wrong with you? But as I've matured, I've understood that the same could be said about any sport, or none of it matters. Who gives a shit? It's all entertainment. Pro wrestling is just not the entertainment for me, but that's all right.
I am so proud of you. Look at this growth.
Thank you, Roxy.
Nerd.
Proud of you. And it's just funny because, like, what are actors? Just doing things for our entertainment. But, like...
That is true.
Yeah.
Brian, I'd say that it's closer to 85%.
Oh, well. That was a great explanation, though.
In my ripe old age, I just try not to be too judgmental, and people can like what they like.
Wow, you turned 30 and you...
Wow.
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 Now, someone give your wrestling persona.
Go ahead, yep.
Oh, man. Okay, so I went with my wrestler's name is going to be named your favorite parking lot car runners, Rick Leroy. And he's just going to be a person that puts on the persona of one of those kids that comes up to you in the parking lot of any sporting event and tries to sell you candy for their high school basketball team, football team, or band. And what he's going to do is he's going to come in during the match, like just distract the wrestlers to try to get somebody to lose, then steal their shit and run away.
That's awesome. I love it.
I love that.
Sam, I still don't know what that one guy said to us in the park.
I don't either. And I'm not going to repeat what I thought.
I mean, we definitely can't repeat what he said, but
We'll see if Yumper was there. He would have been able to help you.
they're one of those guys. I mean,
Somebody else had to have heard
he was
this.
talking something, some paper, some magazine. I don't know. Maybe he only said it to us. I don't know why. I still don't know exactly what he said, but we sure can't repeat what we heard. Exactly.
Yep.
Was it English at least?
It was
English.
English.
It was English.
Okay.
So what'd you guys do? Just like look at him or just walk away?
No, he walked away. He said
kept
this,
walking.
said this thing, and then kept moving. Like he didn't. If he was actually trying to sell something, he did a bad job.
Yeah.
He just came and looked at us and said this thing, and then kept moving.
Was this when I saw you guys at the game? Was this on the way to your car?
No,
this
you
was
were
before the game.
at the tailgate.
Oh,
Like this past Saturday?
Yeah.
Okay, I like though that whatever this hypothetical, like not hypothetical, I guess, because he technically did say something. Whatever that thing is, that is what isn't going to be said on this show. Like all the other fucking shit.
Yeah. Well, there's a slur in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
You know.
Totally.
I wish I was. If I had been at that point, I was still pretty sober. And if I had been a little less sober, I would have gone after him to ask him what he said.
That's great.
Yeah, we both kind of just froze and looked at each other and were like, "Did you heard that? I heard that."
It was so quick.
It was.
I couldn't help but wonder because he was going down the aisle. Like, did he stop and say that to everyone? Like, was he selling anything, or did he just have a message to get out? We'll never know.
Jesus Christ, boy.
Text it to Yumper, have him say inspect.
There probably isn't going to be like a slur for. Or
I don't have a. Oh, there definitely is, but I don't have I don't have a coherent like sentence to feed anyone because we didn't catch the full.
No.
We didn't catch it cleanly.
We know what it ended
just
with.
Heard this guy yell a slur.
But it was a full. It was a. He said something.
It was a sentence that ended in a slur.
We'll never know.
And we'll never know what he meant
up,
or
Willie?
said or what happened.
Well, this has been entirely too much time spent talking about this.
That was the greatest story ever, though. Now when I see you, I want you to tell me this whole story. Like,
Yeah, we want to hear after that.
It'll
Yeah.
never be told the same way again.
The young man appeared to be upset.
Roxy, do you want to go? Do you have a wrestling persona?
Yeah, so I completely thought of this at the very last minute. And by that I mean when Stoop was making this extra long story. So I did that.
That's why we do this.
I'm so thankful for that. So I was talking to Brian earlier, just because we're, big wrestling guy. And we were talking about how personally giving off this idea of like, don't fuck with me, but then also like, hey, if you need something, like I'm happy to help. So the other day somebody posted about being on Al Pamonti's internet. And if you guys don't know, Al Pamonti is a car dealer guy, and he used to have a car dealer, or still does technically, but he has a car dealership in my hometown of Melrose Park. And Melrose Park has a big reputation for having mob connections because it's half Italian. Essentially, like whatever the more more south side of North Avenue is basically just all Italian. So I would be Ali Pamonti, and I would wear he wears has all these different fun colored sweatshirts and stuff, and so I would wear just some of those, and I would walk out, and I would have a entourage behind me of essentially just like the security people that work the shows, and then I would basically tell the other person that I was going against to either give up because it's what's best for them, or just have my guys take care of it. That would be it. I would make it beneficial for them to just not do the match, though. Offer them a car or something, but what I would do.
But you're going to do all of this in very, very tight pants.
Yes. Absolutely. Tight pants. A really colorful 90s sweatshirt. Maybe the tight pants are made of corduroy. Who knows?
She's going to conquer the world like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan?
God, I've only got one idea, and I don't necessarily like it, and I don't have a name for it. But essentially, it's like the transphobe's worst nightmare. It's the trans woman who loses to all of the cis women because she's actually not at a biological advantage, and she's proving them all wrong by that. I don't know, or the other way around. The proving the transphobes right of just beating every. I don't know. It's gotta be all thought out.
Well, I feel like every match in that sense, to kind of go along with what you're saying, would be neck and neck the entire time.
Oh, so you're you're what you're describing is the trans equivalent of the Bear Jew in Inglourious Bastards, right?
There's AEW has that.
They have their own Bear Jew
name, but
no, Nyla Rose.
Yeah, but
I meant not beating up transphobes like the Bear Jew, the fact that transphobes are because trans women are biologically men, they've got an inherent advantage at sports, and just playing that up,
yeah,
or doing the exact opposite and just losing at everything.
Getting the shit kicked out of you for equality.
Because that's actually what happens. None of us, there's like 3 of us that are any good at sports, and they make us all look sporty for some reason.
Yeah.
I hit a dribbler in softball last week, and I was proud of myself. So
You have an unfair advantage.
The dribbler. I will be right back.
There you go. The dribbler. The dribbler is a good name for it.
the dribbler.
Yeah. Oh, Roxy disappeared.
She did. Stoop, do you have a persona you want to come up with?
So I absolutely phoned this in. I don't know, Sam. If you play something, does it play audio?
It can.
I mean, you could just play like 5 seconds of the thing I sent you, and this is my persona. I phoned this in.
All right, hang on a second.
You didn't give him any kind of warning, so like.
Yeah.
I mean, I fucking assumed he'd be, ready like a professional.
What the hell did you send me?
God damn it! I've sent you so few things.
I know. That's why I'm confused.
I'm sending it again. Here you go. I put it in the Twitter place over here.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
And this is the part of the show. All right, hang on.
Yelp needs to have the Jeopardy music on the board.
Oh, there's an ad.
Oh no!
Wow. You're on a computer, man. Get ad blocker. Fuck.
Can't.
Why not?
I got it.
Attaboy. Attaboy.
Hang on.
Just so you know, Stoop, clearly this podcast oods professionalism. So
It does. Yeah, there you go.
How about a little piss?
That's really all you need.
In our front
Really all you need. Yeah. That's it. It's just the Piss Master. I assumed everyone would get the reference.
Yeah.
that's wonderful.
Yeah, absolutely
Right.
phoned in. But there's already a character already built and everything.
It's reflective of your own personality.
I don't have to do any work. It's a
The
guy.
the best wrestling characters are just your own personality. turned on.
The best artists steal, right? So that's what I'm doing. I'm taking someone else's work. That's it. It's the Piss Master. If I have to make a wrestling persona, it's that guy who shoots piss at people. I don't know where all the piss comes from.
He comes down to the ring like Stone Cold Steve Austin with the beer truck, and it's just a hose full of piss.
Yeah. Big old truck
I
full
hit
of piss.
present. Will it show my screen?
It should.
Okay, so
It'll
what I was
view.
gonna do is, oh god, is this gonna? Never mind. Is it gonna work? Never mind. Fuck it. I was gonna suggest, because I didn't know if Stoop knew this. I was gonna suggest that he dress up as Gold Dust. If Yump at least knows, and he's a dude who just basically is just like covered in yellow paint.
Going to Google.
Yeah, and Gold Dust is like from I think him and like
He was going for a while.
What'd you say, Jordan?
He was going for a while there. Old Dustin Rhodes is Gold Dust.
Yeah, I could see Stu being dressed up like Gold Dust.
Sure. It's fine.
I'll dress up for the piss.
I'll take it. The piss.
That's awesome.
Hooray for me!
Sam, you got a wrestling persona?
I do. So I went with this route. I'll wear an outfit like the Riddler, but instead of question marks, it's zodiac signs all over. My signature move would be quote tweeting about a social issue and canceling my opponent in the process. And my name is the Keyboard Warrior.
Solid.
And I'm an online hero.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
So then, like in the ring, do you get the shit kicked out of you, or
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right.
But
cool,
then I
cool,
win
cool,
the moral battle later.
cool.
That's so good.
That is how I win.
I win.
I'll get the shit kicked out of me for the moral victory.
That's right.
Then it's
Well,
gotta be.
I mean, you and Jordan both. It's a theme. It's
Yeah.
a theme here. We're getting the shit kicked out of us for the moral.
Tag
victory.
team.
But then for Sam,
the tag team with the worst record.
Sam's got to make all the female wrestlers uncomfortable. Like none of them will do like.
Oh yeah, I'm also an incel.
Yeah, they just won't even like. It's.
You'll keep trying to recruit me for a tag team because you're an incel who thinks I'm actually just a man.
The ass man.
No, the ass man is just a thing that happened to me.
The
Very good.
ass man is now daddy ass, so you know.
All right, so we have covered basketball, movies, and wrestling. Now we're going to move on to our regular topics of every week. So the first one's favorite tweets of the week. So everybody sent me some tweets that they enjoyed this week.
Oh,
So,
I forgot about this. Yeah.
No,
All right, Roxy's gone again.
Roxy died.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
mean, I
yeah,
forgot
Roxy.
about it, in the last hour. And I remembered it again now.
Well, since Roxy died, we'll start with Jordan's. Usually, if a group of writers and actors are united against you, that means you are the antagonist of a Muppet movie.
It's just so apropos to
Yeah.
the writers and actors strike, and I'm just like, I love the Muppets too. And you know what? The Muppets wouldn't be scabs. The Muppets love us.
Yeah.
Kermit. Actually, you know what? You know what Muppet would be a scab? Fucking Sam the Eagle.
For sure. Oh, for sure.
Totally.
For
see that.
sure. Yeah.
Sam the Eagle would be a scab, and Fozzie would be a scab because he, but not realizing he's a scab.
Yeah, just because he's dumb.
And Miss Piggy would like think about it, but like even she's like, you know what? I deserve to be paid my fair rate.
Yeah, I mean, Miss Piggy's got the money to ride this out anyway.
Yeah.
Phrasing.
Miss Piggy's the person who the strike isn't really affecting.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
she's the one handing out donuts on the on the picket lines.
Yeah.
I apologize for dipping out. By the way, I accidentally closed Chrome without realizing that.
How dare you?
That's so stupid.
Wow.
I know. I was like, oh fuck. Sorry.
You ruined the whole flow of the show.
Oh shit.
But now that you're back, we'll go with your nose.
So mine's not really funny. I guess it could be.
That
Depends
video is
how I
hilarious.
feel about it. The ocean, it's taking itself back, and I think that's really great.
Yeah, we're Team Ocean over here.
Yeah. So obviously Team Orca as well, but the idea I think for this is like it's like Tired is the orcas taking the ocean back, and Wired now is the sea otters taking it back. Because I don't know if surfers are like inherently bad for the ocean by any means, but at the end of the day, that shit belongs to them, and we are just borrowing it.
Yeah.
And we need to know our fucking place.
That's their world. We evolved to live on the land.
Yes.
We did.
So if she wants, she can have whatever she wants. So
She looks adorable doing it too.
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even care.
I know.
Yeah. When I went to see this, they have it like if you guys are ever looking for something to do, and like for a date or something, there's at the Shed Aquarium you can do a sea otter like meet and greet.
Oh my god!
And one of the things that you do is you go in the back and you help like make the snacks for them. So they have this like tray of raw fish and different and like clams and other things, and you like freeze them, and then later on in it they will like come out and eat it while it like and you watch. And the most interesting thing is they take their little paws and they have the clam.
Yeah, and they try to crack it.
On like the sides of the pool.
I love
that. See them like boom, 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 and it's just. And when they realize that they've already because they just pick up like whatever they can get their little mitts on, and when they realize that like they've already cracked open like that specific shell, they're like, "Fuck it, I don't want this anymore." And I'm like, We should all be like that. This serves no purpose. Why do I have it?
So you're basically paying to do the trainer's job.
Yeah, it's great though. You get to pet
that's awesome.
them. And otters are the softest things in the world. I think they have like 1 million hair follicles per square inch. So they are like just insanely soft. And like they'll get out of the water and they're super dry, like just coming right out of there. So I would recommend it. It's pretty cool. Like something to do for a date or with the family. And then you can like whisper to them, like, you need to take out like the cruise boats next, or like give them their next mission. For me, it would be all the boats that sit in Lake Michigan. I mean, I know there's no otters in Lake Michigan, but obviously,
well, they could break out.
Yeah, I just think it's not the boats, it's the ski jets, or the jet ski things.
Yeah, jet ski.
Yeah, those guys just leave me alone.
Valid.
Damn right. Well, sticking with the ocean theme, we'll start with Yumper's second one that he sent me here.
Nice.
Yeah, this the huge Team Orca in this song, you know, is obviously play off bitch, but just cracked me up with I'm an orca sinking boats. So that just cracked me up, that one, just reading that one.
Hell yeah, I'm here for every orca meme.
Give me the orca memes.
I honestly hope they take over the world.
Me too.
Run by the orcas would be a much kinder place.
We've done enough.
Because you're supposed to obviously sing that in the tune of like the I'm a bitch song, right? So like when you guys say, okay, cool, yeah. Awesome.
And then the other one was one that I also had kind of favorited this week, but it was from the Bums.
Oh, so good.
Immaculate Grid with the White Sox Twitter and the White Sox and themselves.
They are so
The best part of that tweet is the horny dudes.
Yeah.
ASScast, My Suck Summer, and Tim Anderson. That's what cracked me up the most.
I like how Baloney conveniently leaves himself out.
Yeah.
It's like he's got to put himself in some category.
When he was making this, I randomly get like a random text from him like, "Hey, how tall are you?" Like, what? I'm like, what? I'm like,
did you say like around 5'9"? Did you?
Yeah, I'm 5'8".
Around 5'9".
He's like, put around. He's like around
5'9".
That was so good.
Oh my god. Yeah, that one was a good one. All right, next we'll go with mine. I apologize in advance.
Oh yeah, I saw this. I saw this all over the place this week.
Oh my god.
And it's just so funny because like the one side is just so like blocky, and then you got the other side.
There, I saw Reichel.
Yeah,
Mac Jackson, and then I also saw Heil.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really just think that. Like, do you go Heil?
I saw Adolf Hitler.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah.
That is great.
That's so funny.
That's what the internet's here for.
And then there was one who was like his best singles, Mine Bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Just want to clarify.
Smooth war criminal.
We're not pro Hitler here.
Just when Stoop was over World War II, I brought it back.
Yeah, he brought it back.
That's what you thought I was out. You sucked me right back in.
Yeah.
All right, so Stoop, here's yours that you sent in.
So this is so I'm fully plagiarizing the Bernstein read this on the Score today, and I just needed to amplify this story because I thought it was incredibly entertaining. And I want to just read a couple paragraphs from it here.
A couple.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, you need it. Trust me. So this is at a press dinner to boost Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s presidential campaign. And page 6 says it descended into a final bout of screaming and polemic farting Tuesday night. The White House hopeful attended the affair at Tony's on the Upper East Side, no doubt hoping to impress on the ladies and gentlemen of the Fourth Estate his worthiness to sit at the very same Oval Office desk once occupied by his late uncle. You guys know about that JFK guy?
Heard of him.
Yeah. I wonder what happened to him. But A shouting match over climate change broke out between two boisterous old men, sending the evening down an extremely unfortunate path. I also love how this is worded. It's very austere, and that gives me great joy as well. The gaseous exchange, to which page 6 bore reluctant witness, began after a guest asked Kennedy, founder of the ecological organization Waterkeeper Alliance, about the environment. And it seems that the mere inquiry was enough to set off apparently drunk gossip columnist turned flack Doug Deshay. I don't know who the fuck that is. The host of the event, there you go, who became enraged and screamed at the top of his lungs, "The climate hoax!" Meanwhile, octogenarian art critic Anthony Hayden Guest, who appeared to have been sleeping happily for most of the dinner, was roused by the abrupt rumpus. He suddenly opened his eyes and denounced his longtime pal Deshay, calling him a, quote, miserable blob. "Shut up," implored Hayden Guest. Hayden Guest tells us he was not asleep. "I was just thinking," he told us, and says he's the one who asked the question about the environment. Deshay continued to scream wildly about the climate change scam, while Hayden Guest peppered him with verbal volleys from across the table. I just picture two very old men just yelling across the room at each other at like a, hoity-toity fundraiser.
That's just what every presidential debate is.
And so they're yelling back and forth. This guy is calling the guy that called climate change a hoax. He's calling him fucking insane and insignificant. Here, it seems, Deshay sensed the need for a new rhetorical tack and let rip a loud, prolonged fart while yelling, as if to underscore his point, "I'm farting!"
Farts literally contribute to climate change, though. So.
That reminds me of the. Did any of you watch the Beatles documentary on Disney Plus?
I have not.
Can't say that I did.
To get back, I think it's like the last episode or the second to last episode. They're in the studio and Ringo just like rips ass and goes, "I've farted." and that made me think of that, and me and my sister quote that to each other all the time whenever we fart.
I didn't.
I didn't.
Or like in Family Guy when they have the fart off in the bathroom stalls.
Yeah.
Battle shits and
Yeah.
Battle
more.
shits.
Good old
Sweet.
battle shits. Oh,
Who doesn't love a good battle shits?
If you don't know how to love a good battle shits, there's, you need to reevaluate yourself.
All right, I'm just gonna run through a few that I had saved on here. This one.
Oh my god.
Cillian Murphy is Oppenheimer. Why is he dressed like Lori Lightfoot?
This might be that might be my favorite.
No, that's not Lori Lightfoot. The suit is still too well fitted.
Too outfitted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next one. This is Yumper will enjoy this one.
I should start sending you the memes I have of Soprano stuff, Sam.
Yeah.
So good.
And then I have one from our EIQ Celeste. Imagine trying to eat Mrs. Met's ass.
Is that a real picture?
Yes, that is a real
picture
picture
of
of
Mrs.
Mrs.
Met.
Wow.
Mhm.
Yeah, Mrs. Met's got a dump.
She's like fucking dummy thick.
Try it.
I understand why she's ruined so many mascot homes.
Wait, but is that
I
actually
wasn't
the
that.
costume, or is that a person?
I think that's the costume.
Because don't they just put a helmet hat on?
Well, there is a person inside there, Yumper.
No, I'm
No,
saying,
but
is that the
is he-
costume?
Yeah,
Is it
he's
just do they
asking-
just put a helmet on, like a mask on, or is
No,
that
it is like it's like a full body costume.
Okay, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
So they gave her a dump.
I know
They gave her
it's
a
not
dump.
real.
they like they,
I would let Mrs. Met do unspeakable things. That's all I'm saying.
Just try to imagine it. And then
Does that make you a furry? Or
I don't think so.
does it have to be an animal?
yeah,
No, that would
not
make
an
you that would make you a Bally because she's like a baseball. She's got like a baseball head.
A Polly. That's great.
Gosh. I just have one last one here.
Well, it's just like how like reptilian furries are called scalies, apparently.
But
Yeah,
there's
you know, I've
gotta
got
be-
questions. If you're a furry, sound off in the comments or, hit my DMs. I've got questions.
Hit my DMs. If
But,
you're
like,
a
Yes.
furry.
I wouldn't consider that.
That's a
Yes.
dangerous statement.
But I don't know if there's a term for it. If you have a cosplay kink, that I feel like is more.
But it's
Like-
not just cosplay, it's full. Like, I feel like this
That's
is more.
like what cosplay is, though,
but
too.
I feel like this is more adjacent to.
But I feel like
furry.
cosplay with
Because in
I
cosplay, a
agree
lot of the
with
time,
Steve
you still have your
Ballmer.
own face.
Dude, I mean, people go all fucking out for cosplay.
Oh yeah.
They make masks and they do.
Yeah,
all
I'm not
these-
saying they don't, but I think that this is closer to furrydom than
What's-
just like your typical cosplay.
Furrydom?
Yeah, furrydom.
Hey, Andrew McCutcheon loves furries, man.
No, he just remarks when they're at his hotel.
Yeah, he loves it.
And wait, doesn't
And
he?
plays really well.
Yeah, I was gonna say, doesn't he play really well when the
I
furries
think
are in
it would
town?
be more of a furry thing if it was if Mrs. Met was like an actual animal.
Well, so yeah,
Like-
so this is what I'm asking the furry
Yeah, so-
community out there that's definitely listening to this show.
No, so I think
Let me know if you need to be an animal. To
One
be a
in
furry.
7 people are at least a furry.
But like I don't. So to CPG's comment, I think mascots in general, yes, are more close to furries because of like especially Southpaw and like Philly Fanatic.
Well,
and stuff
they're
like that.
animal adjacent, yeah.
Well, that's yeah, but then like the ambiguous ones, like
Not the Philly fanatic though. That's not an animal, so that would fall under the
but like they're furry,
ambiguous category.
but they're literally furry.
Is it? Is it furry?
Philly Fanatic.
Yeah.
No,
Philly Fanatic is
more
very
predictable.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
he's like a
He's not an animal. though.
grass was a
Oh, yeah,
Like,
because
it's
I
really-
just picture the fucking trumpet nose and
yeah. So my thing is more like
like what
They
about
can be-
Gritty?
they
Like
can
is
be
Gritty
both.
is Gritty a furry?
Yeah,
yes,
Gritty's
100%.
Definitely, he's furry, isn't he?
Okay,
Yeah.
but so then how is Mrs. Met not?
Because
Because
she's
she's
a
not furry.
Yeah,
Furry?
yeah.
But
portrays like a
Cosplay.
human
because they're
being,
the
doesn't
same
she?
shape though.
I-
She portrays a humanoid. Am I not?
She's like
I'm gonna, again, I need this settled. If you're a furry, you need to reach out,
I just don't think we need
and
to
we'll
label
reconvene
all-
in a week.
We are putting up the furry signal.
like most of the mascots in Major League Baseball are going to be furries, but there's going to be
You don't
some
know
that
their
just are
proclivities.
cosplay.
yeah, like the swinging fryer. He's cosplay. He's not a furry.
Yeah, like that's a
San
cosplay.
Diego chicken, definitely a furry. Actually, would he be a feathery?
What about the sausage racers? Are they furries?
No,
what
that's
are
a
they?
cosplay. That's a cosplay. But
I don't
like Bernie Brewer, that's a cosplay.
Yeah,
I don't know. He's hairy enough to where he could be a furry.
Ass article. You heard
that
it
would
here.
be good.
Can you call
Furry,
it?
furry versus mascots.
Can you call it cosplay if you're just putting on an entire sausage? You know, like it's not like you're painting yourself up and doing makeup and
That's
like
not-
creating a
But, like,
costume.
there's
You're
there's
just putting
I
on a whole suit.
I
I-
think
Well, I mean, people dress up as like the Juggernaut at fucking Comic
yeah,
Cons.
so,
That's
like, What I'm
cosplay.
implying here, as someone who's worked
Wait,
like, these
Sam,
events,
let's talk
I
about
think
this.
Snoop, just his idea of what cosplay is just a little smaller to him than like what it actually is, and that there's nothing wrong with that. But
I would love to continue this conversation, but I sadly have to have another podcast to get to.
No problem, Jordan.
I actually have another podcast to get to.
Go ahead.
So I'll answer the question of what's up my ass real quick. Headaches. I don't like headaches. I have a headache, and
Hot take.
headaches are bad, and I don't like them, and they
I'm with
make
you on that, Jordan.
and bye friends.
Bye, Jordan. Thank
Bye,
you for
Jordan.
coming on.
See you later. I'm with her though. Fucking headaches make I'm the worst. But yeah, like Clark the Cub.
She was the source of the background.
Furry.
noise.
Yeah, Clark the Cub's a furry.
I know Clark the Cub's an animal. I think that there's a gray area here that I need a ruling on, and no one present can give me that ruling, unless
So,
any of you are secretly furries, and I don't know.
I'm not.
Why
But
would I
my
hide
my question is though, like,
Well-
is it possible that they could? There can be both within the like mascot.
Well, this is what a furry
For sure,
is.
Yeah.
Furry is a subculture interested in anthropomorphic, I don't know if I said that correctly,
Yeah, you did.
animal characters. Examples are they have they're animals who exhibit human intelligence and facial expressions while walking on two legs and wearing clothes.
So they have to be animals. All right. Asked and answered. Thanks.
But like, so a good like gray area, I think, is Slugger, the Kansas City mascot.
I can't
Because,
picture
like,
Slugger.
I'm pretty sure he's meant to be like a
That was a
lion
lion.
or something, but like he's got a crown head. Like it's not
Mhm.
a crown; it just extends into a crown. And so, like, there, I think.
Oh yeah. I know what you're. Yeah, that thing looks weird. Anyway, that
Yeah.
thing looks really strange. I hated Southpaw when he came out. I didn't understand the point.
Yeah, but it's 9 questions about furries. You're too embarrassed to ask.
And by the way, when are the Rockies going to change their mascot's name?
What
What is it?
It's Dinger.
Here?
Danger.
He's a Triceratops, though.
And I don't know if anyone remembers the controversy from, I don't know if it was last year or the year before, when there was a black player up to bat and there was a guy shouting for the mascot's attention, going, Dinger!
Oh yeah.
I do remember that.
It didn't sound like he was saying Dinger.
It didn't.
Yeah.
And if I were the Rockies, I'd immediately be like, hey, what else could we call him? That just seems like an easy win to me, but hey.
Yeah.
No, there's no marketing departments paying me yet.
That's true.
I understand completely.
Donger.
Let me in the room. Hey, marketing departments. Hey, Brooks Boyer. Let me in the room. Let me in there. I got great ideas.
So, you know how the Sox are sending out these pins?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got my pin today. This is my first year having season tickets, and they sent me a 7-year pin.
I didn't get one, man. I'm pissed.
So I'm like, I got something going by dog ears, like 7
wanna
years.
Have you had tickets to
No.
Sox?
No. It's my first year. That's what
they fucked it all up.
Damn,
Like I thought you might have done like a 20-game plan, and this is your first year. Like
I just find sporadically.
This might have been year 7 for me if I hadn't canceled before the season. And God, I wake up every day so happy that I made that decision. It is the best not having to worry about what poor schmuck I'm going to have to pawn my tickets off on because I don't want to go.
I will say, with respect to like people's budgets and like what they're able to afford, the concept of being a season ticket holder in the 500 level is asinine to me, because like if they're not going to allow you access to like half of the fucking park, like we know you can get down there.
So
like,
well, sometimes they're not checking, but no,
there.
because our tickets were on the 500 level, and there was one year, I think either 2 or 3 years ago, where before the season started, we reached out to our rep, which, it was a new one every 6 months because that's a fucking terrible job. Who wants to try to sell tickets for that piece of shit team? And we specifically said, hey, we're fucking buying season tickets. We need to have access to the fucking main concourse, right? And they for that whole season, we had it marked on our tickets like, hey, I know these are 500 level tickets, but these guys have access, so we could get down there. Why, to your point, Roxy, that should just be fucking automatic,
right?
Like, dear God.
To me, it's just stupid because people come to, like, there's people who travel all over the country to go to ballpark, and you're just preventing them to experience. And then most of your stuff is on the 100 level, so that's where you're gonna make most of your money.
Yeah. Hey, Brooksy. Hey, buddy. I know you're watching. Hey, this shit is dumb as fuck, man. Have you ever just tried to go to a White Sox game as a normal guy? You should maybe think about doing that just one time.
Undercover boss.
Just one time. Just like take the train. You have a regular ticket, come into the ballpark as a regular guy, maybe even a 500 level ticket, and then try to go on the main concourse where, I could spend a lot more money if I were granted access onto the main concourse. But
Sam, were you there when he came to the section? Yeah. And Bennett was there?
Yep. I was sitting right there with MSS Beef, and he was talking to both of them, and I was just like, what's up? I don't know what's happening.
That's great.
We are the only ballpark out of 30 that does that shit, right?
I checked my pin 19 years.
I wouldn't say only, but like if you have a ticket at Wrigley, you cannot go to the bleachers. But if you have a bleacher ticket, you can go to the rest of the ballpark.
But there's nothing out there by the bleachers, though, so that's different.
They have some things that are
I got the bar
specific
out there.
to the bleachers, like they have certain foods and things that are unique to the bleachers.
To be honest with you,
Yeah.
the
Like-
bleachers are nice on like a nice day. Like, but when it's hot, it's fucking sucks.
Yeah, but like more so to answer Stoop's question,
Mhm.
they do technically like limit you from accessing the rest of the park, like the full park, if you don't have a bleacher ticket, because they will stop you in like those
But just that
hallways.
one section, though, they don't deny you an entire fucking 60% of the ballpark.
Yes, but like I mean, the bleachers is the whole fucking outfield, so like I'm not implying that it's on the same level, but like I keep dropping this. The logic is that like you're not able to access the entire park unless you have a very specific ticket.
Yeah, we just don't want the
But it does make sense
we
because
just don't want the pores down here with the rest
well,
of
they
us.
let you access the rest of the park if you have a bleacher ticket, and sometimes those bleacher tickets are cheaper than the
And the
tickets.
500 level, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
It's just a waste of time. Like they already have issues letting people in. Like I've gone on a Monday where there's not even a lot of people, and they still stop you twice.
Yeah.
Like once to get in and once to get to the sit 100 level. That's why like I have Stadium Club, but I mean some people can't afford that sometimes. But it's just better for me to go that way and just get in right away than having to worry about going through 2 different checks.
I'm taking deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth.
Let me take your mind off of it.
When I came on Saturday, the same day as the Luis bobblehead, so like this past Saturday, there were people on the train with me that were Cardinals fans, and they were like, "Oh, the game's about to start in like 10 minutes. Like, why is there such a line at the gate?" I'm like, yeah.
Just get there early.
Yeah, and then you pick up, and then you put on the broadcast, and Stoney says it's a late arriving crowd. No, Stoney, we were here 3 hours ago. We just got into this miserable fucking tomb. Anyway, Sam,
I had one more thing to share. We got so onto furries and then into the White Sox somehow, but here we go.
Beautiful.
From our friend Worm.
I love it. Is this
Nice.
obviously like referencing the new Willy
Wonka film, yeah.
Okay.
I don't think.
I didn't even know that was Hugh Grant as like Oompa Loompa. Jen pointed it out.
Yeah, I don't think
I didn't even watch it.
I don't plan to see this movie.
It's not my Willy Wonka.
I didn't even know.
Mine's Johnny Depp.
I didn't even. Wait a minute. First of all, Sam, I saw someone saying that on Twitter.
Oh no!
Like unironically,
No.
blew my fucking mind.
Mhm.
But also, I didn't even know they were making a new Willy Wonka. I had no
It's
idea.
an
Yeah, I think
origin
it's
story.
the past couple days.
What is this actor's name?
Timothée Chalamet.
Okay, that's who I thought it was, but I didn't know because like all of the young white guys, I think, are Timothée Chalamet because I didn't actually know who that was. So now I know who that is.
He's in Dune. From
Told
Dune.
you.
Yeah, I haven't seen Dune. I need to see Dune. I like sci-fi. I should see.
It's very
Dune.
actually it's very good.
Somebody said that actor who is in The Bear, and Shameless, that
Everyone's talking about this bear. What the fuck is? When did this
No,
come
no,
out?
I don't fucking know what it
Okay,
is. But I haven't seen it. But what I'm saying is I recognize him from the show and then that Shameless movie.
Yeah, Jeremy Allen White.
That's him. Somebody was saying that he looks like a young Gene Wilder.
He kind of does.
It does. Definitely. Yeah, it's
reincarnated into this motherfucker.
It's true. He's got the hair and everything.
Oh, is it my turn?
If you want to start what's up your ass, go right ahead, buddy.
Well, Jordan started what's up my ass. What were we doing?
That was it. That's all I
We were
had.
still
That's
going.
we're moving on now.
Oh,
We didn't even do that.
Okay, I mean, this is it's not fun, but what's up my ass? What's up my ass is woo, boy.
A boy?
It's always it's pretty much always a bad time to be a Northwestern fan.
Oh,
I mean, luckily, you know, I'm like a rational thinking adult, so I'm not like fanatical about any fucking sports
Since
team
when?
or organization. It was 30 seconds ago before I said it.
All right.
So I don't have emotions wrapped up in this thing. But what's up my ass is the amount of people, and it's not surprising. It happens with all these things. I understand the same. There's the Venn diagram between like people who defended Mike Clevenger and people who are defending Pat Fitzgerald. That Venn diagram's a circle. I'm not at all saying that the two are guilty of similar offenses in the slightest, but it's just a pure observation. The people who jump to defend Mike Clevenger, insert other problematic personality here, those are the same people jumping to defend Pat Fitzgerald. And I mean, boy, oh boy, this is the most that the world has ever talked about Northwestern athletics. And it's for this. Oh, also up my ass is that the baseball coach, as of right now, is still employed by the university.
He got fired today.
Hey,
He got fired today.
Did
Yeah.
he? Oh,
Yeah,
I'm so happy. That must have
Brian
been
says they named Brian Anderson as their baseball manager.
all right. Wait. The White Sox Brian Anderson?
Yeah, White Sox legend, World Series champ Brian Anderson.
Ooh, he'll take any job, huh?
He was the bench coach at Arizona.
Well,
Hey, some of us need jobs, Stoop. Okay.
hey,
Yeah,
Godspeed.
Don't be jobist.
Godspeed, Brian Anderson. Or alternatively, Godspeed.
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 In either case. Wow. Yeah.
In either case, Godspeed.
That's what's up my ass is
Godspeed.
the total and complete incompetence of apparently everyone running things at Northwestern.
Who'd have thunk?
You know, good luck getting that new stadium built up there.
Yeah.
Valid.
Wah, wah.
I don't think I have that one.
Damn.
Oh, wait, do I?
What's it got?
Yeah, look for it.
I mean, you could just answer literally what's up your ass.
You can. No, he's looking for us.
There you go.
There we go.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I had to
That's
look through like
Northwestern.
board.
Who,
I
what?
can go- Oh, sorry. I had to look through my soundboard for that. So mine, I guess that mine's a little serious, I guess. It kind of is. It has to do with fucking people buying up these diabetic medications that diabetics like me need for fucking weight loss. Like these fucking celebrities that have these millions of dollars are too lazy to fucking work out or do whatever because they want to look 10 pounds thinner. So they're using a lot of non-insulin that diabetics are shorted on. So every time my medication comes up for fucking like refill, I have to go to 8 different Walgreens or go to Hyde Park to get my refills, which is fucking ridiculous. And apparently I'm not the only person doing that. There's a lot of other diabetics out there that are suffering right now because of all these Ozempic fiends that are going out. And fuck those companies too, because now they're filing for patents for weight loss drugs.
USA. USA.
Are they just like buying them outright though, or
so from
doctors-
what they're buying them outright, which is like pretty expensive, or they're having their doctors write a prescription as them being diabetic.
Yeah,
You don't need diagnosis of diabetes to get it for weight loss. It's the same powers that have pushed all the other drugs, right? Everybody knows the pharmaceutical industry runs the United States along with a handful of other special interests and whatnot, but they're pushing this as a weight loss drug. I'm sure that people with lots of money are buying up a ton of it, but I think that it's also just across the whole country. It's just these companies decided this is a way we can sell more of this drug. So they're pushing it as a weight loss drug. And when the drug companies decide that one of their products should be selling more, it pretty much always happens in the United States.
It's ridiculous. And now they're saying studies are coming out that if you're not diabetic, there's could be long-term issues with your thyroid. And I'm like, well, you don't fuck them. Yeah. I don't care.
Yeah.
Fine.
Good.
Don't take shit you shouldn't. Not that hard.
Yeah. Good.
I totally understand. And I shouldn't. I don't understand specifically what you're going through, but I sympathize with the frustration towards big pharma and everything.
Yeah, man, that fucking sucks. And this place sucks.
Yeah,
I'm with you, Stoop.
We really do truly hate it here. It spans beyond just the ballpark.
Yeah, it's America.
That's
I'll
totally
go,
true, Keelan.
Sam, if you don't mind, or unless
Go right ahead, Rox. No, I didn't. Go ahead.
So mine is going to be people, and I can't remember if I've already said this, but it's a reoccurring thing, at least in my neighborhood. People who don't just walk their dogs on their goddamn leashes. So I have dog selective pups. So like Bean is getting older. He is not down with most dogs anymore. Like he doesn't hate them or anything, but like I think anybody in their right mind would not love somebody coming up to them and being like, "Hey, what's going on? What's up?" And then he gets like aggressive. He like snips at them and stuff. And so just don't fucking let your dog run up to like another dog that doesn't, you don't fucking know. And
Right.
so when we went outside right before the show, there was a lady walking her dog like without a leash, and it's 6:30. It is literally 6:30 in the fucking evening, like prime fucking time for people to be out after working, walking their dogs. Like if you walk your dog like off leash, God forbid, at like 2 a.m, like fine. Like there's been a couple times where I've come home kind of half in the bag or whatever, and I don't feel like taking Bean like on a stroll, so I just let him go outside and on his own, and it's easier that way. But like you're talking like prime fucking traffic time for people walking.
Right.
And so it's just this logic of like, oh, my dog's so friendly. And it's like, my dog is not.
Yeah, but mine's not, motherfucker. Like, did you forget there's 2 of us here?
Right.
Like,
It's like Bean is theoretically like a very friendly dog. Like you guys have met him. But like just at the same time, like don't let your fucking big ass
well,
fucking
I've met Bean, but I'm not a dog. And he knows that. So
Does he?
Did you ask him?
different reaction.
Yeah, or just the idea that he can handle like people coming up to him and being like, "Hey, what's up?" and stuff like that. But it's just really fucking selfish, and I'm real tired of it because like it's a lot of people. There's like kind of like a circle for the Venn diagram if it were to come together. It's a lot of people who are buying up these like multi-unit apartments and turning them into single family homes because they want to do shit that they could do in the suburbs in the city.
Right.
And it's like, hey, that's cool.
Just
but like
do that in the suburbs, man.
that's why the suburbs exist.
There's too much shit around for your dog to just be running around, man. This isn't where you're from.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, I want my dog to have like the off-leash backyard experience. Like
This
get it.
This is not the backyard.
Go find it.
We'll fucking do that out there. So that's what I get fucking pissed off about.
Yeah, understandable for sure.
Get it.
What you say?
So for me to close it out, Xfinity in my fucking area.
I think we all agree, even not
a lot of
being
people's
in our
areas.
Like
In
just
my neighborhood?
2 days in a row just shut us out of our internet for like up to a half an hour without any warning, and then like you have to go into the app just to check the outage. It just says, oh, unexpected stuff in your area.
And what was the name of the woman you spoke to on the phone?
I didn't call them.
Wow.
I don't have time for that
We're
shit.
fucking
Oh,
millennials.
man.
You think we're calling people?
Dude.
There's a
Hey,
chat bot I can
You don't
type angrily
understand.
into.
You don't understand. Those are the best.
I know they are.
When you call Comcast.
They don't
Because
even do the
something's not
calls anymore,
working.
Stoop. They make you do it through text.
Yeah,
message.
the chatbot stuff.
No. You can talk to a person if you want. They're
gotta-
in India. They're in India.
You got to
You can
make a
talk
big
to
fuss
them.
about it.
That happens a lot here too, Sam.
Yeah,
A lot.
no, we work from home, so when that goes out, we're pretty much screwed.
If you just if you haven't been pissed off enough in a while and you just really want to get good and fucking pissed, yeah, just go ahead and call Comcast.
Dude, I had Comcast Business because I would work from home predominantly, and like I have to upload code and whatnot.
Mhm.
And like they went out just as much as regular Xfinity, and I was paying like a lot of money for it. I'm like, fuck this. Well, I
We
would just
love it.
go
We
back
love
to the other one and then just pay less for it to go out
Right,
anyway.
Same thing.
It's gonna go out.
It's been brutal. But,
Yeah, I have Xfinity too, and I have like one of the newer modems. Like it's a white one instead of like the older black boxes.
yeah.
And I pay for like I don't pay for like the top tier internet, but I pay for like a pretty significant internet, like way more devices like per
Right.
household than what I use.
Yeah.
And my fucking Wi-Fi like the TV especially just can't keep up. And I had to plug my PS5 in, like I had to buy an Ethernet cord, and it's fine because I stream some of my games, so it makes the most sense to do that. But it's like I'm
Right.
literally paying for an internet that told me that I don't need to do that.
Right.
So it's just fucking annoying.
Yeah. It's been a weird, like we've never really had issues up until like the last couple months. We've had a lot of them like lately, so that was fun.
Fuck 'em.
But
Welcome.
yeah, that'll close out episode 9, everybody. We did it. So
You
Hey.
did it.
Thanks, Yum.
thank
for
you,
having me,
Yumper,
guys.
for coming on. Do you want anything you want to plug? We get out of here?
Just check us out at Yumper and Swole and the Sadistic Penguin Studios. We got articles on there, some stuff in the works there. And also thank you guys so much for having me on and supporting us. We love you guys.
Of course. Love guys
Did
too.
you pee?
No,
Did
but
you
I was
pee?
laughing pretty hard during that furry rant. It was, it's pretty good.
We'll just have to do this again because we failed.
We're gonna have to keep bringing him on until he pees.
Talk about the guys.
Stoop, you got anything you want to plug before we get out of here?
I have a fucking stupid shitty podcast, which is podcast in quotes, but is hopefully someday soon going to be an actual podcast. But there's plenty of clips of whatever it is on the internet, and it's called If You Have to Ask, You Don't Know. And I put the little handle down there, so go follow that on Twitter. For some reason, you'll see, and if you ask me what the show's about, refer to the title of the show. Thank you.
Love that. Beautiful.
Rox, what about you? Anything you want to plug?
Shit, yeah.
This gummy, I'm sorry, this gummy's kicking in at the perfect moment right now.
Love that for you. Came out with another article today for our Out of Towners series featuring White Sox Ken, aka like La Pantera, whatever.
Blanca.
Yeah, I think so. Great guy. We have a few more posts in that series that we're going to come out with, trying to come out with them probably like a little more often just to get them kind of like pushed through because there's so many. And then we thankfully have people wanting to do like the next round. And then that's, I think, about it for the Penguins. Yump, are you guys going to have like a recap of your outing
Orgy?
on Saturday? Indiana Jones.
Usually we do it on like the next show. And
Okay.
I'll post like a TikTok or pictures of it.
Sweet.
But yeah.
Awesome. Look forward to that, guys.
Should be fun.
That's for the Penguin. That's fun.
And as always, follow Ass. Read our stuff.
Just wherever you are, follow ass.
Follow Ass.
When in doubt.
As always, follow ass.
If you don't know,
Don't
about
get
Ass,
arrested.
You know about Ass now, baby. Subscribe to the channel. Like this episode if you haven't already. We appreciate you following along. Thank you all for coming. We'll see you next week, same time. Have a good night.